Welcome to this week's Eternal Monday, where we return to first drafts. We have two new first drafts going head to head against one another. This week, it's a new version of Turbo Darkrai, with all the new tools it's gotten over the last few sets, up against Dragapult from Fusion Strike.
So we have an old faithful here with Darkrai VSTAR. He has Dark Pulse for 2 colorless energy, does 30 damage plus 30 more for each dark energy attached to all your Pokemon. So of course we're going to be using plenty of different ways to get dark energy into play. And he does have the very powerful Star Abyss ability as a V-Star power that lets you grab 2 item cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand, which is incredibly powerful given some of the ace specs that exist and other sorts of items that have come out and about in the Eternal formats, such as Dark Patch, which lets you attach a basic dark energy from your discard pile to one of your bench dark Pokemon. And of course, they had to nerf this card by making it basic dark energy, otherwise the special dark would be fantastic. But you know, Metal Saucer gets the special treatment. Then we have Galarian Moltres V with the Dire Flame Wings, allowing us to attach a dark energy card from the discard pile to this Pokemon, accelerating the damage that Darkrai VSTAR is going to be doing even further. To go even more turbo and put the turbo in Turbo Darkrai, we have Squawkbilly Yips, allowing us to Squawk and Seize on the first turn and draw 6 cards. And finally, we are also using Holland's Magneton, which lets us basically bump an energy that's on Darkrai back to our hand and then attach the Holland's Magneton as a special energy to him, and it provides double rainbow, basically fulfilling his attack cost and then adding 2 dark to the board. And of course, over the last couple sets, there have been a lot of different random things that have made Dark a bit stronger of a type, like Carmine allowing us to play supporters on the first turn of the game and get stuff in the discard pile. There's Pheasantipity, Pecharunt, all those sorts of things.
For Fusion Strike, it's going to be kind of a generic Fusion Strike for those that have been playing Standard for the last few years, but those that aren't familiar, the game has, at one point in the Sword and Shield era, added singular type cards of strike systems, where there's Rapid Strike, Single Strike, and then Fusion Strike. With this, I am not running Mew because, believe it or not, it is actually not that great in Eternal to run Mew because there's a lot of Dark in the format. That just one-shots it way too easy. So with this one, I decided to kind of bring back the boogeyman, being Dragapult. However, this is not Dragapult EX, this is Dragapult Fusion Strike. So Dragapult from Fusion Strike actually has a attack for a single Psychic that's Fusion Strike Assault, where it does 30 times damage for each Fusion Strike Pokemon in play of mine. Which normally for a normal bench that would not be that much because it would cap out around 150, but with Skyfield where I can have a bench up to 8, so I can have 9 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play without any power tablet modifiers, I am doing 270 damage. Now as additional attacker, I do have Meloetta, which is where Lisa Sparkle comes into play, where I can attach the Fusion Strike energies, increase Meloetta's damage, and then for your big draws, you are running Genesect V. That's pretty much basically the Fusion Strike stuff. Again, for those that have been playing Standard for the past couple years, or even have watched Standard the past couple years, you are very well aware of what Fusion Strike system for Genesect V is very capable of, especially if you played Mew VMAX or watched a lot of tournaments with Mew VMAX in them.
Let's go and get Coin Flip going.
Tails.
Heads, I will go second. What?
I don't like that look you're giving me.
Look, it's just the look of that Dragapult.
The face of death. Alrighty. Let's get this over with. That face. You said you're going second?
Yep.
Yeah. He's gearing up for a very melodious echo.
He's gonna. Hmm. This echo is about to be very melodious. Let's do it. Drop a tune. Sport navigation.
Show me Carmine.
Carmine. That's the only one in deck.
Oh.
For those who haven't seen the deck list yet, there are 3.
That's
And that was the only one in there.
not scary at all.
I was really worried for a second that there wasn't going to be any at all.
That would have been hilarious.
Sorry, I shouldn't have shuffled, but Ultra Ball, Bingus, and Bingus.
Show me Squawk.
Squawk. And then yeah, shuffle now.
I'd assume Carmine before Squawk and see.
We shall see.
If you do it the other way, that just be just funny. You should not be a seeker.
You do not know the innermost machinations of my mind. No. I did get a versus. Quick ball. For
Get that.
Darkrai. And then Lodestone. Spark Seas. Luxury Ball. Warner Moltres. Man, how come you haven't played that Skyfield yet?
Because I win. I'm going second.
Dark Patch. Patch for turn. Dark Asset for 4. Okay. This is so weird. Pass.
Alright.
I don't like that.
That was a very
Genesect V.
concerning, all right.
Skyfield.
Hmm. How many Skyfield is it? 3 or 4?
Battle VIP Nest.
He's hacking.
Genesect for the Battle VIP. Nest Ball.
Somebody get this guy a Wobbuffet.
For a Meloetta. At least a Sparkle, Meloetta.
That's not concerning at all. Next thing you know, we can pull out a multi-switch.
Fusion Strike system for 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. Steers Treasure Away Iono. For Dreepy. Fusion Strike system for 4. Battle VIP. Genesect. And Dreepy.
Oh boy, I can't wait till I get to play the game.
Fusion Strike system.
I have to wait until laser fights. So.
For 3. Oricoro.
That one reduces damage by 20, right?
Yep.
Correct, yeah.
Fusion Strike system for 2. And
What's sad is I don't even resist you.
7, 14, 21. I have the knockout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Melodious Echo for 210.
Draw. Bench. Hmm. This is just awful.
Is it a breaking situation or?
I'm gonna have to discard like all of my important stuff immediately if I want to attack this turn kind of situation. I mean, I could Wind of Darkness. It does knock you out.
You only need to hit 90, so
it's weak.
110.
It's weak to dark.
You have to hit 110.
Oh, true. Actually, it doesn't even knock you out then. Because it's after weakness and resistance, right? That it reduces. Yeah, so it wouldn't knock you out either way.
I'd be alive by 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that magic number that we keep coming across?
20?
No, 10.
No, it's 20. That's why I must have fixed everything.
All right. Scramble energy. Can I even attach
I don't
that
think
there?
you can attach that.
Can only be attached to one of all Pokemon.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
can.
I thought I could put it. It just didn't do what it. I thought it was like reversal. Okay. Well, fuck me then. I'll attach that Dark there. I will reverse the Seeker for Carmine and play it.
Jeez.
Didn't even hit it.
Here you go, Megan.
Nope. Fire Flame Wings. Bench.
Hmm?
Pass.
Rare candy. Dragapult. Touch for turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cloak. Tree ball.
You want to draw on that? It's kind of ridiculous. Between Fusion Strike System and Draconic Ability, that's. I will say though, one beautiful Garbotoxin does put a bit of a damper.
I just put the fusion strikes onto the Jennies.
Okay, and that does not much.
I claim Megaton Blower.
No,
Recon
of course, when
Directive.
it starts blossoming all this, the Fusion Strike energies with Fava.
Computer search. Play. Nest ball. And Lisa Sparkle.
You know what deck they would also like going against this?
Guzma.
Magic Wings. Drop that hue.
Six. Via Seeker. Guzman. Six. Fusion Strike System for 2.
I
Seal
love when he
Stone.
can't even burn his hand down enough anymore.
Let's see here. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Fusion Strike Assault for 240.
270.
240 because their cloak's not in.
Oh, right. He's not. Oh. He's a silly little guy.
That's why I was only drawing back up to 8. But I use that one over
The Fusion Strike one.
the Fusion Strike one because of the Recon
Look this
Directive.
way. Hey, look. A battle compressor.
Hell yeah. Let's discard the rest of the deck, shall we? Battle Compressor. Pick 3 cards, put them back into your deck, discard the rest.
For those.
Brilliant Blender.
Fire Flame Wings.
Oh, and by the way, this has free retreat.
Clara.
To be fair, so it's everything. There's a chance on its side.
Yeah.
Well, because I've had people try to trap it in the active sometimes, and they don't realize that it had free retreat
Just
for Hans Magnusson and Darkrai VSTAR.
I'm gonna use Holland's main time.
I'm assuming we probably started this for
Weird ball.
Robot.
Ultras.
Huh?
He
Level and charge.
doing its best.
Started this for Dark Fetch.
Jarvis.
So this Dragapult, for the record, is weak to dark. Weak darkness type, which. How much did Darkrai EX do again? What am I doing? Wait.
It was the
Same
same.
dark patching. I was thinking the wrong order. Dark patch here. We're gonna prime catcher the Meloetta. And then dark pulls the literal shit out of it. And the reason I did that was because currently with the Dracloak on the board, the Dragapult doesn't have the output to KO Darkrai, but the Meloetta does if he just gets one with Fusion Strike Energy.
Special charge.
So it sets him back a little bit on that front.
Mysterious treasure.
Yeah, they're really
Wake
single
up
price too.
Ranger. For Meloetta.
Your counter stadium is also Skyfield, is not.
I have two stadiums, I believe. I might be wrong. I think I do. Oh wait, no, they're both Skyfield. You're right.
Oh, so like
Not that I
it's
would.
great.
Not that I would be able to play either. I haven't seen either of them either for the record.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Fusion Strike Assault for
There's both my karma.
360.
God damn.
For
My red ninja was in there too.
I'm actually curious to see what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if I didn't hit it there, I would have just 4 Seal Stoned
Yeah, I figured. as much.
for at least VS Seeker for at least a Sparkle, putting it on doing probably Meloetta and Dragapult, and then just manual attaching a Psychic to Meloetta.
Alright, so let's look at these decks real quick. Up first is Turbo Dark. Thoughts on the first draft of Turbo Dark?
I mean, it's the same old Darkrai. Still uses the single price decks.
That's true. That was always a weakness that Turbo Dark had. Eternal Turbo Dark, at least.
I can deal with multi-pricers. It just can't against single pricers. It just doesn't have the means. If there was a better snipe for Dark that could like take multiple out at once, then I'd say so. But it just doesn't really have that
I
luxury.
mean, Dark Spirit does the 90 to the active, 30 to the bench. It's enough to knock out a Meloetta and soften a Dragapult or soften another Meloetta.
They're just gonna KO you on their
Yeah, they
turn, and
will.
then that's a waste of 3 energy.
This is the whole thing that I have with my deck is like it's built to just follow up for a KO.
Yeah, and your deck's weird in that it's a fusion build. It's a single price fusion deck. So I guess the question is for the audience, Can you think of good snipers for Dark that would work in this deck that could
'Cause-
help deal with the single prize matchup?
Well, because the other thing that you have to consider is the Orikoro, because it is reducing damage also.
I know, but even still, like the Dark is hitting you for weakness. So like it should be knocking stuff out that's it's not knocking out.
Yeah, because like even a Darkrai V wouldn't be able to knock out Meloetta without modifier with its like two cost attack.
I mean, it's just a turn chance, it's not a big deal, but even still, interesting. I don't know how we fix the single prize matchup for Darkrai.
I don't think there is a way. I think it's just one of those decks that just has to take that loss.
The problem is there are a lot of single prize decks in the format.
Yeah, and I think that's part of why Darkrai is seeing success now.
Yeah, because you've got what? United Wings, Wheezing.
Using United Wings, it probably it has a
Ultra
pretty
Charisma.
bad Ultra Necro matchup too.
Regigigas,
This.
Gigas,
Fusion Dragapult, Ancient Box. Like, there are a lot. There's a lot out there that kind of stirs.
because Darkrai VSTAR even has less HP than some other VSTARs have 270 has 280.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we just gotta figure out how to crack the code for Darkrai, it looks like. And then finally, Fusion Dragapult. I'll let you explain and see what you feel about the deck.
I mean, I've been building this list for a while. Actually, ever since we were pretty sure the demon was getting banned.
We're talking about Dragapult EX for those who are not
Yeah.
Which for those who live here locally with me in San Antonio, we've known Dragapult EX is going to be hit for the better part of what, 3-4 months?
Since
Well,
it's
probably.
like second win
That's-
in a tournament.
That was NA though. Both wins were NA.
Since NA, I've known it was gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Um,
It's been pretty clear that was what was going to happen.
Yeah. And those that also know me know that I was very avid on the Dragapult EX.
Mhm.
But so like I still wanted to play at least a Dragapult, and I always loved playing Mew VMAX because that was what I was known for in Standard. So I kind of combined the two, and came up with Dragapult Fusion. And I was like, really, the only thing that is in a fusion Pokemon in here is the Dracloak for Recon Directive for, honestly, extra card draw. Like, yeah, I could get extra card draw by switching it to the Fusion Strike and getting the Genesect, but the thing why I'm not using also that as a thing is because Recon Directive lets me look at top 2 and choose which one I'm actually going to be adding to my hand. So I do like that availability better than just getting a random card that would just be in my hand and probably stuck, as whereas I could have been using the other one. Special charge, obviously I have in here for like when people knock out Meloetta. I just immediately put back the energy and just Elisa Sparkle them back out, essentially. Because my whole goal with this deck is like constantly having a attacker that is doing a lot of damage. You knock it out, okay, I'm going to promote something else while also setting up more attackers when you knock that thing out. So it's constantly just trying to loop single price attackers. Orikoro actually does fix a lot of math, surprisingly. I originally did not think it would actually fix as much math as I was thinking, but it actually does. Pokemon Ranger is obviously in here for if they item lock, like with Banette, then I can just remove that effect.
With Banette EX, to be clear.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Banette
Valve was not
EX.
getting clear with Ranger.
But and then I have 3 Elisa Sparkles because like yes, kind of the main attacker is Dragapult, but so is Meloetta, and the reason why I have 3 Meloettas is to kind of increase the start for a Meloetta start in case I'm able to go ahead and get that Melodious Echo off turn 1. I would like a second Floatstone. I just honestly don't know what to take out for it. Because you kind of also want a lot of enough Fusion Strike Pokemon in the deck to increase Dragapult.
I wonder if you just take out one with Dragapult.
Maybe.
that is it for today for Fusion Dragapult versus Darkrai VSTAR. Darkrai got smacked around a little bit, which happens. Again, we are here to pick your brain too, not just our own. If you have ideas for how to make Darkrai VSTAR not have such an awful matchup against single prizers, please leave those suggestions down in the comments. We are all ears. Anyway, that's it from us for today. If you all enjoyed, we will see you in the next one.